Carney is a fascist collaborator.
Let's be absolutely clear. Canada Strong will help make America great again.
An obedient lapdog to the fascist U.S. empire.
Make America great again.
Carney is giving a rhetorical suck job to the fascist pet Trump in order to appease him and capital interests. Hello? He said this in New York City, the seat of global capital.
Hello and welcome to the 849th meeting of the Economic Club of New York.
He's saying this to a room of rich capitalists, likely Trump supporters. Mark Carney does not serve the masses. He serves capital, and you know who's king of capital, baby? Donald fucking Trump, the fascist pet. So that's why you've got Mark Carney going,
make America great again.
He's just MAGA now. It's a suck job to maybe try and earn some favor for trade talks. Carney's doing tricks on it, okay? Straight up. He's begging Daddy Trump so much, please. Carney knows that this is a grossly unpopular thing to say, but he is so subservient to capital that he thinks it's worth tanking that unpopularity to try and appease the fascist. Reactions to Carney saying make America great again range from, ew, that's really cringe and gross, to, oh my god, he's a traitor. If you like my content and want to hear more, please like and subscribe to my channel. Mark Carney is a U.S. empire collaborator. Here's what Mark Carney has outlined for U.S.-Canada integration. Mark Carney wants deeper economic integration, building Fortress North America.
Canada remains open to deeper integration, including options for Fortress North America in selected sectors.
He wants more military integration.
There are certain areas where we will want to be integrated and continue to fully cooperate with the United States.
He plans on building Donald Trump's Golden Dome.
Are you still committed to invest money in the Golden Dome?
There are many areas where we cooperate closely with the Americans for our defense, but we are also exploring the next phase of that defense that could include what's called the Golden Dome. And I think there are certainly many scenarios where it will be in the right interest of Canada. We will be a willing participant.
And let's not forget, throughout Mark Carney's entire tenure, he has materially supported Israel amidst their genocide and apartheid of Palestinians and their ongoing wars of aggression.
A Zionist, if you will, Palestinian state that recognizes the right of Israel to exist.
Mark Carney also provides Israel with political cover domestically and internationally.
And we reaffirm Israel's right to defend itself.
Mark Carney's also given many concessions throughout these trade talks.
Prime Minister Carney in Canada caved to President Trump in the United States of America.
And Mark Carney has supported several U.S. empire wars of aggression, like against Venezuela.
From our perspective, the removal of Mr. Maduro is welcome news.
And Iran. The day that the U.S. empire obliterated a school of mostly schoolgirls, young children, their teachers, Mark Carney said he supported America's efforts to attack Iran.
Canada supports the United States acting to prevent Iran from obtaining a nuclear weapon and to prevent its regime from further threatening international peace and security.
This is what you call a collaborator. This is imperialism and fascism. He's straight up a Israel and America first guy because he's subservient to capital. Canadians broadly agree that the number one threat to Canada is the United States. Not even close. Trump's trade war is specifically designed to bring Canada to heel by punishing the Canadian working class and frustrating capital interests. Donald Trump has done this to enact a de facto annexation of Canada, like he said he would do right at the top.
Are you also considering military force to annex and acquire Canada?
No. Economic force. Because Canada and the United States, that would really be something.
Carney, a year on as Prime Minister, is just Team MAGA now, I guess.
Canada Strong will help make America great again.
A pathetic little weaselly loser trying to win favors by giving Donald Trump a suck job in New York City. History tells us that liberal elite and the capital-owning class love to bow down to fascists. That's the strategy of appeasement and collaboration. That's what we're in right now with Mark Carney. We need to be anti-fascists, not trying to appease the fascists by saying Donald Trump, the fascist tagline.
Make America great again.
Pathetic. The U.S. empire has plunged the world into a energy crisis, food insecurity, famine, a global inflation crisis, and Canada's prime minister is going around saying, we gotta make the fascist empire great again. What the f***? How about no? Why would Mark Carney want to get on board with that? It's because he likes it. He's ideologically aligned with the fascist empire. Mark Carney's MAGA speech here brings me to the grift. Mark Carney has engaged in a societal-wide grift of Canada, nosediving Canadian societal health right into the ground. Carney is stealing from the masses via austerity and then gives away stolen resources to corporations and the military-industrial complex to turn Canada into a militarized puppet state subservient to the US empire. And I'm calling it a big fucking grift. Elbows up. The youth in Canada have been handed a shit future. There are so many stacking crises that disproportionately affect the youth and marginalized people. But everybody is affected nonetheless. Let's go through them. Cost of living crisis, the inflation crisis, access to food crisis, gambling addiction, there's an unemployment crisis, there's obviously the housing crisis, there's also the crisis facing Indigenous folks and First Nations in Canada, where Canada essentially lives under a two-tiered apartheid system. There's also the climate crisis, half the country's on fire for half the year. That's not good. And we've got also the rising global fascist crisis. Tell me how Make America Great Again helps with any of these crises, any of them. These are stacking crises, crushing Canadians. The people are being immiserated and are only slated to get worse over time. And you know what Mark Carney's doing? He's going to New York City to give Donald Trump a suck job in front of a room full of wealthy capital owners.
A distinguished guest, and my good friend Mark Carney, the Prime Minister of Canada.
Let's leave on a message of hope. A better world is possible. We can build a better world. In order to do so, the working class must obtain political and state power and shape society to the benefit of the working class. The capital-serving dogs can and will be defeated. Canadians, please organize with some type of local group, someone you can see, neighbors, community, friends, family, classmates. And you have to organize because fascism is here and our government's not opposing it, so somebody's got to do that. One group that I think is doing good socialist organizing across Canada is Spring Mag, who are kind socialist organizers who likely have a monthly meetup in your area. Maybe check them out. Anyways, MAGA Mark, okay? Free Palestine, Mark Carney, Israel, Donald Trump. All power to the people. Alright, take care everyone. Peace and love. Until next time. Bye-bye.